Is up. Nitty gritty garage here. Yeah, so I did a few things off camera. The other morning I came out and was messing with the cranks. Boy, were those a pain in the ass. So they're off. So we kind of wait and see if anyone pops on to check it out. But yeah, those are a pain in the ass. I've never dealt with anything like that before. So I was going to go over what I did to get those out and probably what I would do every time. Because I've seen a couple videos on it. And, I mean, they helped. But, I mean, I would probably just drill out the tops every time and just get some new ones. They act like they're hard to really find. They're not. So this was the first one that I tried making a clamp. I used a ball joint heavy clamp. Not good. Just smushed it right down into the crank arm. Didn't do anything. Like, tried, they sat for, I don't know, 3 days or more, 4 days. Tried a little heat. Still didn't want to come out. Like, it smushed it. Just smushed it right into the shape of that. The threaded part. So, like, this part ended up just being completely smushed down into the crank arm. Don't mind that. That's part of the story right there. But hey, you live and you learn. It'll still be a tight crank arm. We'll work it out. So that's that stuff. They try to say, let me grab the little clamp. So when I was through, shit all in there. This thing's mangled. All right, so now it was through. You had to put something. Got to put something over it so you can push it out. I tried that. Stick it through. Put that on there. Crank. Right. Just like that. Now it didn't work so hot. So I tried heat. All the other stuff. Back into the C-clamp. I was cranking on that thing. Still not going anywhere, So if this little C-clamp don't work, what do? You go bigger, right? So I went bigger. A little bit bigger. Right. Had to get the job done. So when I put that sumbitch on there, cranked it down with the impact, it just smushed them threads right down. Smushed the threads right down into the hole. So now I'm screwed, right? So now we're tapping stuff out. So it's like, the first time, this is the smushed one. Now I'm trying to chase a bad thing. And that's how I ended up drilling out the side. So my advice would be, don't drill all the way through. Go about halfway, or mark your bit, your first bit. Drill a pilot hole and go at least probably halfway to relieve the pressure of this wedge. I mean, this one was probably overcranked, it looks like. Like I said, I don't know anything about these things, but this one's got like marks on it. Probably overcranked. So mark it, go about halfway, and I stepped it up 3 times. Next biggest one, run it. Plenty of oil, gotta oil it up. Then this one. I didn't go the same size because I'm trying not to hit the crank arms, right? He said this one was a shit show. This is going bad. This one came out good because I thought about it, went through I just drilled it instead of beating the shit out of it, trying to clamp it. So the clamp was plenty. It wasn't moving. Heat, PB blaster, the whole 9. So, and then what I did once I had it in there was just kind of rocked it around a little bit, and it literally popped apart. So you can see just enough to get it to pop. You end up kind of, see how much is left. This one was a little bit worse because, like I said, this was the first one. Look at the threads just smushed down from that ball joint clamp. Just absolutely popped it. So my idea was to kind of show also, I mean, this is just a carriage bolt, but it's rounded on top, just like these were. If you get some oil and some decent bits, like, it's gonna chew right through. You don't even gotta mess around. Yeah, just oil the brakes off the thing. So I figured I'd kind of show how I did that real quick. All right. This carriage bolt. Since we're not going to the size of the whole wedge, the cotter pin, whatever you want to call it, I mean, you got to try to be center, and you got to kind of be straight with your drill, right? Otherwise, you're going to get something like this. And that's why I'm saying not to go all the way through either. You do not want that. I probably wasn't off that much. So, for instructional purposes, right? Get your tap. I need to get an automatic one. Give her a little sauce right in the middle. Felt like I hit all right. This little baby hammer. Right? Pretend this is the cotter pin. I'm saying, don't even bugger up your cranks and all that stuff. And you can find them right on Amazon for like $5. So why mess around? Right? That was spitting metal. So always keep it oiled. Especially if these are your cranks. A little more oil. How deep are we? Not too deep. straight as you can. I get it. It's going to be on a bike still, right? Yet again, I don't think a bike stand's going to work so great when you're trying to like push down and do all that type of shit. So we're going to step it 3 times. Like I said, this is to do this, to drill out your wedges. Instead of messing around and messing everything up. This is what a strong clamp did. I mean, I know they make them, but I feel like it's probably going to happen anyways. We don't want that again. More oil. Now, your wedges aren't hardened metal, so it is about the same. That's probably the bottom of it is, the bottom of the pilot. So you want to at least go halfway through those wedges. So then this would be the last one. And this one, I went 3:30 seconds. You know, it doesn't really matter. You got to start off pretty small for your pilot. And then I went to a 1/8, and then I went to a 7/30 seconds drill bit. So this is a 7/30 seconds. I mean, even if you spent an hour or more doing this, just take your time. It's for your cranks. It's your bottom bracket. There's a lot of videos people complaining about them. All right. So now we're to the bottom. Give it a little gander. So say this is halfway through your wedge. Halfway through your shite wedge right here. Just like that. Okay, for your crank arm. Now, obviously, that ain't gonna relieve any pressure being if you're dead center, especially. Just like if you're tapping out a bolt. Right? So what we're going to do now is just rock that same drill bit just a little bit in there. I know, sounds stupid. Don't go to the next size. If it didn't pop, don't go to the next size drill bit and just run it down through there because you'll end up hitting your crank. You're already this close, right? Now it's just a little bit. That tip's going to go around, and that's a tapered wedge. You just do it a little bit. Perfect. Oop. See that? Just that little bit of rocking, that would have guaranteed that would have popped that. Because the second one that I did, so after I kind of see the light through that. I would have much rather just sat there and drilled that with some good bits and some oil instead of having this absolute dog shit, mangled. It was not pushing out. Or you have this, just a little bit where I bumped it when I rocked the bit, it just took out that little bit, and literally the crank arm popped and fell off just about. Where this one took me, I don't know, a bunch of shit and damage control. So yeah, that was that. I thought maybe that might be a little helpful for people. So it wasn't the, yeah, I get it. They make crank arm, like the wedge pushers. But if this ball joint clamp sat on there just fine, just straight fine. So the problem wasn't the clamp. The metal just smushed straight down into the crank arm. Like I said, it just smushed straight down in there. That's why it's oblong shape. It just smushed the threads right in there. So I don't see how a bought-in tool would have done any better necessarily than this sitting in there, allowing that wedge to come out the other side as the hole. That's why I said on the second one, I'm just gonna drill it out. I'm not gonna mess around. It's a little more time, but I already ruined. Well, not ruined. I'm still gonna use that. But I mean, that's learning right there. That sucks. I should have never went all the way through. Wasn't thinking. Still should tighten up just fine. So on to the next one. So another tool I've never used, a chain breaker. Just like a bike stand, I guess. Make fun of me if you want, but I got by this long without it. So I'd always just take the grinder, grind out a pin or two. That's how I did my four-wheelers. That's how I did stuff when I'd weld chain for making some metal art. But I got a chain puller, pin pusher. So we'll push the pin out. So that's all you got to do right there. Just drill it, step it up, and rock it a little bit. So let me get back to that stuff. I don't want to put gloves on or not. So back to the stuff, back to the bike. So we got the cranks out now. And those were loose balls too. After the headset failure here, and I dropped all my balls all over the place, which I'm happy to report I did find 23 balls. So just found another one today under there. Every time I look for another one, I find one. So I've never used a chain breaker before. I assume it's pretty simple. Gotta be a lot easier and cleaner than the old Oh, I see. See, I already don't know. I was backing that out. My bad. It must just be to change the bit. What size wrench we need for this? Or is it just give it the power with the drill? I mean, how easy is it? Should I just put the impact on and give her fucking hell, or how does that work? I need that. Is that just a little hand thing if I need it? What's going on here? Screw a little handle in over here. Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing. Doesn't seem like it wants to stand there very well. Am I right? Definitely right. You just walk around. Jesus. Sit on the best. Wrench right here. That's not a 15. That's not a 15. That's not a 15. I feel like this is gonna pop right off. Got you, Shane. It is gonna let it correct itself, or now it's back it up. Let realign this bitch. That just did not seem like it was going to stay on the pin at all to me. Do this motherfucker. This gotta be through, right? Tell me. Nope. Back into the clamp she goes. There. I mean, the grinder would have been definitely faster. Oh, okay. I mean, I was always looking for an excuse to buy more tools, though, too, so. How hard is that going to be to get the fuck out? Back that son of a bitch right up and out. What the fuck? Give me my shit. back down. Get off. What kind of shit's that? Ain't that some shit? I got my curiosity, sir. Let's hold it a hand. Just, yeah. Supposed to oil that up too? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oil it up? What do you do? What's up? I feel like I should have just hit it with the grinder. That bitch ain't going at all. Alright, get that bitch off. Ooh, that fucking hurt. About to pop another pin out at this point. Shit. That's crazy. Oh, no. Kerfluffle. Minutes. I guess. Alright, here's an idea. Alright, there we go. I got it. I'm not used to having tools, and now I just don't know how to use them. Maybe I should have watched the video. Now, is that the same size? That's got to be the next size up. So let me grab another punch. Let's see if I can get another punch stuck inside of that punch. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get them all stuck in there. Right. course that doesn't fit in there. Oh, let's go. We got her. Come on out. Give me some. Go over. Need another wooden block. Right. For the vice. Here we go. Bang it on there. So definitely could have just I got this out. Oh, is it? Or the grinder. Thank God. Thank God. A workout. So between the cranks and the chain, here we go. Probably should have put those gloves on I was talking about. Right? All right. Let me put all the pieces over there. Made an absolute shit show of the place here. That works out. Look at this place. Trashed. Trashed. I thought the chain tool would be a little easier than that. I'm just a little dumb almost. So yeah, it's like 45 degrees out, which is trashy. Had to get the wood stove going again, so hopefully it don't burn anything there. So yeah, let's get some stuff out of the way. All these sweet chain breaker pieces that I probably should have just used for my grinder. Did you see that? Right here. Sitting right there. Ball bearing for my headset. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be 24 balls. Like, how the frick did that thing just stay? Right there. What? That doesn't even make sense. But then the cup with the other ones must have came from somewhere else. That's not from that. What is that from? You better set that aside. We'll set that aside. I don't know what says a ball bearing in it. There we go. Take these off next, right? We get this kickstand off here sooner or later too, huh? That thing's awful. Couple 8s. What are you doing, Bond? Snug that back up. The old Simplex has seen some better days. I need to go on that. The pulleys are gone. Still work pretty good though. Still work pretty good. Pretty good. Pop that. Yep. Pop that. Pop that. Okay. For this. Oh, oh. We're almost stripped down here, bud. We're almost stripped down. Come on. I hate that this is dry rotted a bit, but it just works so damn good. Little cracks right there. We'll clean her up. We'll clean her up. Just a little guy with a little clipper. Pretty sweet. More than that. All right. Shifting mechanisms off. Off to the parts pile. Oof. Off they go. Right, Bonds? Really put this stuff. We got stuff everywhere now. Absolutely pouring outside. Pouring, raining, about snowing out actually. No, it's not that bad, but it's not that good. 10 or 8. What do you think? crusty, rusty. Just a crusty son of a gun. This thing's just stuck on there. My God. Or am I missing something here too? No. Okay. Every time I think there's just like something a little easy, and all of a sudden there's not. So that's gonna want to fall apart. How does one remember that? Just hang it on the wall. What I will do, set it over here and do something with it so I don't mess up how it goes. Well, I can put this thing back now, this monstrosity. Had that out just to start the video. Like I said, I don't know about those wedge pushers. You know what? That kickstand that I hated, I just realized it's gonna be the last thing I take off this bike. Squish. Come on. Squish together. I'm not old, but these hands definitely don't work like they used to. Not that old. All right? About 40. Alright, so shifters off. Come on around. Yeah. Kickstand's gonna be last, like I said. That was a little bit of a bitch. Because I was thinking about not pulling off the other crank arm. Because the other side was such a shit show. Before I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna drill it. Because I can't get this far with this bike and not do the cranks. Good thing I took the, what do you call it? Bearings apart, because there's like pine needles in there and everything. So that's no good. Definitely needed that. We won't go this far. I mean, I wanted to just ride the damn thing. So my brother, always talking that smack, saying I don't ever refinish everything. Right, so he says that. So he says to me, your bikes, you never put fresh paint on them. Never redo a bike, right? So he finally brings up a bike. This is it. And he wants to just keep it like this. He calls it patina, he says. No shit, buddy. The roll fast. Sounds like a swing set. Or like that, the old metal chairs on a grandma's porch is what I said. So we cleaned up the front fender last night. Or Friday night. Yeah. Back to the old pooch. Alright, so we're down to that. Down to the kickstand. The last thing on the frame. Alright. I am awful at that. Absolutely trash it. Now, gotta grab a 13 mil socket. What's this one? That's the 13. 13. What? 1/4 inch got mixed in with my 3/8 drives. It's alright. It'll happen. It happens. You stroking me? I go and get it. Say, is it a 13 or is it a 14? Of course it's a 14 on the bottom. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it? I hate when there's 2 different size bolts. Did that not fit 2 seconds ago? Holy moly. Double action here. Both sides. Kickstand last to go. I don't know how I feel about it. I like it, but I don't. Like, it kind of works good, but it kind of works well. Kind of light though. It's just different. Got the little spring encased in there. I don't know. Shut up. Whoa. Whoa. It's raining. It's raining. Oh. It's all right. All cleaned up. Definitely a pretty light frame. That's for sure. Lighter than the once was, that's for sure. Right. That's really light. I feel like that's lighter than most of my box series from. What is that? She's stripped. Definitely needs a clean. Bolt then on there. I guess. Oh, and then I said the bars still just hanging raw. Over to this stuff. Over to the redo stuff. I'm just thinking about just, I mean, kind of throw, well, not throw these wedges away, because I think there are different sizes of those, right? Then we got the loose balls. Just some heavy ass old grease from one side, and then rounded up the other ones. There's all my headset bearings, all the ones I recovered. Telling you, drill it and rock it around a little bit. They'll pop. That's trash. All right. Maybe a little bit of glove work. Grease some stuff a little bit. Let the brake clean. Rub some rags. Got rid of those bearings where it's a little. See, that's why I don't like wearing gloves. Can't feel nothing. Like, is that rust? No, that's just hard ass grease. Same thing with that. Super hard. Super hard. Who's outside my house? Oh, buddy. Man, I hate a messy workshop, let me tell you. So it might look a little messy in here. I'm just throwing shit around. I pick it up. I pick it up. Real soft, like. Should be a well-oiled machine. in there. Whew. A little brake clean in the morning. Just kidding. It's afternoon. Nobody, huh? Nobody likes me today. That's okay. Nobody. It's alright. I mean, nobody likes to watch anybody just clean parts, probably, but here we are. Grab a little bit of she's shining up nice. These wedges are cleaned out for next time. Definitely not much. Yeah, good enough, right? Yeah, good. All right, so we gotta like start the pile of the clean stuff. Pile of the clean stuff. I mean, the sprocket we definitely gonna take her apart. That's gonna be. Oh my god. Scary. Speaker air compressor, I'm gonna blow that out real quick. Get some old cleaning. What I like to do is take a little paper towel. Right, set it on there. Plastic would be better. I was thinking up everything. Might as well be dirty about it. Let's get dirty about it. There we go. Let's get a little wet. Just fold it right up. This thing needs to get out of my way. Oh. Okay. Right. We'll just stick right to it. Get ready. All right. Remember what it looks like. We'll wrap it. Set that aside. Get the other one. Little big boy. And slide on back now. Slide on back now. A little more room. What are we doing here, huh? What are we doing? Come on back up to the party. There we go. So, not super rusty. This was the one I test cleaned a little bit. There's a little chunker. A little prep. A little prep first. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Sure. Wound clinic came it up. Oh, shit. The dressings. I want this to stay on there. Yeah. Gotta do the frames and stuff. You can just rip it or rip them into smaller pieces and get it to really go right around it sometimes. Sometimes. I lied. Edit that. Just kidding. It's live. Can't. I fuck up all the time. All the time. Just get to it. A little vinegar. It's cheaper than the rust killer. I'm sure the rust killer probably works better, a lot quicker, but vinegar's what, $2-3 a gallon? Gizzle. It does smell, but it does go away quite a bit, pretty quick. People use it for cleaning and shit. It drives me nuts. I wouldn't, but I keep blocking the dang camera, huh? This guy. Soak it up. So we let those soak for a little bit. Check the dog. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hi, Buns. Such a good girl. Oh, what's a good girl doing? Enjoying the rainy day? Oh, stretch arms? I know, you're such a good girl. You like hanging out in the garage with Pop-Pop? You do. You love Pop-Pop? You love Pop-Pop? Okay, we'll let you lay down. Okay. All right. Oh, Pooper. I know. I got vinegar all over my hands. Okay. All right. While those are hanging out, maybe let's up these forks a little bit. So, just remember they're painted about halfway down. Is this view fucking us right now? Dude, come on back now. So, the white crusty shit there. See that? Very crusty there. It's all over like the bottom here too. There. pretty good. Hammer on down. It's part of redoing these old bikes, definitely. Never done one like this, but this style, I should say. It was 20-inch BMX, you know? I'm getting a little old. I try to ride those 20-inch BMX bikes I bought, and it's a little hard. So I'm not worried about banging around a little bit. I mean, I kind of am, but I still have a lot of steps to go here. Lots of steps. So you can see it pretty good. Yeah, see that? Smunga? I guess Smungas. We'll get that off while our cranks are soaking. Right. So I failed pretty good at a chain breaker. Well, I mean, I did break the chain. Definitely broke the chain. Got the derailleur off. All that jazz. All right. Hopefully have these pretty good. Everything will still need like a polish, but all this clear coat maybe? I don't know what the hell they put on it. That'll be about all. Right on this seam right there, it's a little bit of a pain. Still thinking black bars, just instead of chrome, just a, I don't know. I do like chrome, but just not, you know, not too much per se. Definitely like it. But no great way for me to do this one. I think that's about it on the legs themselves. A little bit more here. Be a wee bit. looking pretty. She looking real pretty. So now for the tops, y'all. Yeah, see that? Hit, hit, hit. Yeah, it just doesn't look. I've seen better. A fresh area of this steel hull. Steel hull. Getting there. She's getting there. Not full polish yet. That one mark, that's from the break, so not much you can do about that. You see that's a little mocked up. I could get a little bit of a rag here. Yes, just keep them bouncing around so much. Come on there. Come on back now. There we go. Spiffy. Come on. Chunky. Focus. Damn. A little bit on the tops, need them, maybe. Ew, ew, ew. Oh. Just like a mirror finish. All right, so we get the back of this. Got these mummies here. Metal detecting? Anyone like history? Old stuff? Huh? Old buttons? Somebody's dog tag? Like from a dog? Old keyhole? Huh? Oh yeah, some other things I kind of... So I'm going to swap out the mongoose, right? Neck for... I don't think that's power light. Probably not. And then the old just little whatever cheap aluminum one. I was messing around with the engraver a little bit. I'm terrible with it, the little engraver. I just messed around with the bottom a little bit because you don't see it. Definitely looks hammered as usual, but it's kind of cool. I think that looks kind of neat. I mean, it's just something kind of different, you know. I just did this to mess around, and then I kind of kept going, and I'm like, it kind of doesn't even look that bad. Like paint it, and then you can make it just raw aluminum again, but just done in the 1776. Have it, you know, red or something. That look tight. It doesn't really look bad. Three. It doesn't really matter from up underneath. Oh shit! Whoa, 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 whoa! Easy. I'm not messing with your orientation. Yeah, I think that looks pretty sweet. I was like, I won't end up using it, and I was like, you know what? It's not even that bad looking, and it's different, so I probably will use it. Why not? Built, not bought. Made, not bought. Taking a lot here. This is the back side of the forks. We're getting there. I'm saying now I'm not going to worry around where the brakes are, but I mean, a little bit more. It's mocking me. That's without polish or anything. Just getting that clear coat or whatever it was off there. The back looks better than the front. Oh, shit. Oh. You kidding me? I just want to set the forks back on the bike just to see what it looks like with the chrome all the way up. Let's go do it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here. You go on there. Yeah. Huh? Little chicken legs. We'll be back. All right, so back to the crank arms. Let's get back on track here. Back on track. So we soaked this one first. I think I gotta make like a dunk tank of sorts so I can really just submerge some of the bigger parts for a while. You know, that'd be nice. You can just give it time. That's usually the best there. It sounds like somebody's home. Oh, Buns has to go see Mama. Buns, you want to go see Mama? Hey, you go see Mama? Okay. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then it's pouring out. She won't go inside with her. She just wants to go out and say hello. And she'll want to come right back in the garage. Look at that drill hole. What asshole did that? This asshole. Hey. You never know. I could actually could weld it. Could hide it. Or just tell any guy that knows about these cranks, hey, I'm a BMX guy. But I built this beautiful bike. And yeah, when I was taking it apart, no fucking clue. No freaking clue. You know? They still hold it against you? Who cares? They're probably a tool bag anyways. that one. Pretty much. Thing. All right. Maybe a little bit more back here. Come on, baby. She wants it. Obviously, after you do this, you don't want to douse this thing in oil. Something. Keep it from rusting. I even had to hit that with the flap wheel. You can kind of see it a little bit. But when I mushroomed that into there, I had to take a grinding wheel and like get the smush out of the way, the mushroom smush, just to see, just so I could pull it out. I basically made a rivet with the ball joint clamp. I should have just drilled it from the top instead of the bottom. All sorts of I should have. But here we are, and that's a part. So if I ever wanted to change the cranks, I could do that. But I kind of want to keep as much stock stuff as possible. Some of the hardware I could care less about, but this brush go through there. Good enough. No. It's shiny. It was pretty rusted up. I mean, not terrible, but so there's no polish. All right. Can't wait to do these pedals before I get into that other crank. Took the reflectors off. That's gonna clean up really nice. Right. So it'll clean up real nice. So then we're on to this one. This should work a little better. Hopefully still see some rust. I'm gonna throw these stinky rags out because I'm sick of smelling them. You hear my stomach? Oh my God. I need to eat. This boy needs to eat something. Oh, better the dog quick, you know. Can't forget the firewood because it's like May and we're still having a fire. Yep, I guess you went inside then. All right. Excuse me, guy. Excuse me, bro. Oh. Save my umbrella. Come. Yeah, so those cotter pin cranks, man. What a pain. What a pain. Oh, look, chunky. Those. You get the chunky spot. Be gentle now. Usually use a little piece of metal, cut sheet metal. Nice little lip on it. Just kind of float it there. Right. Can bring some pretty chunky parts back if it's good hard metal. Let that soak for a little bit. Back to this side. Top quick. Clean her up, bud. It's easy. Easy clean right there. There's 2 to 1. little water pipe off. Right? Okay, feel it on my little backside. There, but that came out pretty good. We'll be able to get more of them scratches out of there. That ain't for me anyways, don't you worry about it. I'm gonna put these back in. Come on, fingers. Oh, weird. I don't even remember. So if you have a problem with the cotter keys on these 3-piece cranks, I'm telling you, go back earlier and look at what I did. Drill them out. Just buy new ones. Don't even risk smashing on your cranks. But this one came out perfect by drilling it. Go through the steps, drill it. Rock the bit around a little bit. You're not going to drill it out exactly because you're not going to hit dead center. You're not going to be straight because you're drilling in a bike that's still together. You're going to be off one way or the other. So just start off small and step it up at least 3 bits and then rock that 3rd bit around until it just pops. You should hear it, especially if you let your parts soak for a few days, right? But like I said, I smush, I'm talking about it again, but smush this thing. You can see the threads. I had a ball joint clamp on it, plenty of pushing power, and it just completely compressed the threads down into the hole because these are oversized. So then I had smushed threads inside a hole, mushroomed in. Like I said, it's basically made a rivet. This is what I had to do. Awful, all over the place. And then I missed and I drilled all the way through, which I shouldn't have done. Like I said, that's at offset. Second one, I thought about it, knew what was happening. So it stepped the bits up, then rocked it, and just that little bit that I went through, popped it loose. That's what I would do if I went at it again, or from here on out. And what I'm gonna do to these, hit it with the weasel piss. You don't want this stuff rusting up. Giving it a good coat. there. We'll worry about cleaning these things up and really polishing them. I mean, that was just getting the rust off. They look pretty damn good though. So I'm just gonna soak them in oil until we go back to them. Spray it all up. Oh, anything rusting again. Especially if it's gonna be a little bit. What's it gonna hurt by putting oil on it? You know, let it sit. Get these threads better. So yeah, I think that's about that. So next time we'll work on polishing up the brakes, cleaning them up. The brake levers. Ooh, hiccups. All the headset parts. Just coat them up. The new neck, I think we'll go with that. I don't know. We'll clean up that stuff. Those gears, the little pulleys are pretty wore out. I do like the way it looks though. Yeah, we'll go from there. So we're gonna do this a nice red, nice deep red. The chrome forks, chrome cranks, I think black bars, right? I think. And a white and black seat, maybe. Black seat post. This stuff. Clean this stuff out next time. And probably start stripping the frame. It's gonna be a shame. But I mean, I said, the more you look at it, she's pretty beat up. It needs it. It needs it. There's that cool pinstriping though. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and subscribe, and maybe next time you watch live and talk some smack. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I won't care. All right, see you guys later.